Let me tell you a little bit about Joseph Leavell. Music has not only been an avocation for Joseph Leavell, but has been his companion in each chapter of his 83 lives. Yeah, give it up for that, right? His songwriting has often included pieces of his life experiences, some actual, some imagined, but both real. He resides in Addison, Texas. He once lived in Fort Myers, Florida, and was licensed by Lee County Parks and Recreation as a special music provider. Every July, Joseph plays the Woody Guthrie Folk Festival's community outreach program in Okemah, Oklahoma. Joseph was 2025's recipient of the Red Dirt Relief Fund's Blue Diamond Award for his contributions to his programs. The RDRF is a nonprofit dedicated to supporting Oklahoma music professionals through crisis relief, preventative care, and financial assistance. Let's give a warm welcome to Joseph Leavell from Addison, Texas.
Thank you. We can only say one sentence to introduce a song. So my one sentence is, this was the worst day of my teenage life. Do what? Like that? All right. Now, when I was in high school, my hair was long and thick. I combed it back in ducktails. It made my mama sick. The girls would all go crazy. They'd stop, point, and stare. How they wanted to go steady, I thought. Run their fingers through my hair. I had a comb in every pocket. I had a Brill cream in a tube. Oh, a little dab would have done me, but 2 dabs made me cool. And I was cool. Yes, I was cool. Long before those boys arrived from Liverpool. Me and Linda Lou, we'd go skipping school. You know, 1 dab made me handsome, Lord, but 2 dabs made me cool. And now Elvis was my hero. I tried to emulate. I even bought myself a can of that Dixie Peach pomade. He had all the money, the guitar, and the girls. We loved those beehived honeys with their hair stacked up in curls. He drove a big black Harley, and he had a Cadillac. Oh, we both wore a pompadour with perfect ducks in back, 'cause we were cool. Yes, we were cool. Well, long before those boys come over from Liverpool. Now me and Linda Lou, we'd go skipping school. Yeah, we did. 1 dab made me quite handsome, but 2 dabs made me cool. And then one day my mama received a telephone call. It was Principal Marley. He was mean and he was bald. He said, "Get that kid a haircut, or forget that cap and gown. Ain't no way will he graduate from high school in our town. No way, And now that is when my mama took me for a ride. She drove me to the barber shop, ordered me inside, and the barber stood there grinning with his big electric shears. My duckies went flying all over the floor, my eyes filled with tears. And he handed me a mirror. I looked just like a fool. At 17, I learned the truth. A crew cut just ain't cool. And I was cool. I was cool. Long before those boys had come over from Liverpool. Me and Linda Lou, now we'd be skipping school. Yeah, 1 dab made me handsome, but 2 dabs made me cool. Oh yeah. and 2 dabs made me cool. Da-da-da-da. Thank you. This song was written from a prompt, a little piece of paper handed to me. Now go and write this song. And I read the little prompt and it said, jailed in France. I didn't know what that meant. I forget it. The next day at my class, the teacher says, how is your song coming? I told her, I said, it's not coming at all. She said, well, you got to keep working on it. I said, no, I'm going to do a Woody Guthrie song. People like this Woody Guthrie song. She said, no. She says, this is a songwriting workshop. You're going to write your own song. I said, no. People really like this Woody Guthrie song. I do. She says, no. She said, you might be invited to South Florida. Folk can't, and they want to hear your song. So here it is. Ran away from home. And said, who did I sound like that? That doesn't sound like me. I ran away from home. I guess you all know by now, this is a song about me running away from home, right? I couldn't even talk yesterday. I know, I couldn't talk yesterday. I was just at Folk Alliance in New Orleans. And everybody came back with something a lot of fun, you know. It was, but I'm talking today. I'm trying to enunciate. I ran away from home to join the Legion. I fancied myself a legionnaire. That somewhere in France I'd learn all about romance, and I'd bring it back to the USA. I spent 5 long years at an outpost in Algiers. I was building little castles out of sand. One night I had my fill. I rode that camel over the hill, and that's when I became a wanted man. Well, they caught me 6 weeks later. I've been working as a waiter in a small cafe beside the river Seine. Oh, they did not like deserters, camel thieves, or gourmet hustlers. They sent me to a prison in Lorraine. Now I'm standing in this cell. Hey, it's kind of swell. They serve champagne and croissants and brie. The escargot is very nice, and the pate will suffice. I'm as happy as any Frenchman could be. I'm living in a jail cell in France. I'm learning adventure and romance. You know, Claude reads me the news, and Pierre shines my shoes, and Marcel is teaching me to dance, and we're all in a jail cell in France. And at night, I look beyond the bars, and I can read my future in the stars. And then the man in the moon winks at me. Now in this jail cell I'm free, for it's here I have discovered we can be friends with one another. Living in a jail cell in France. Oh, we're all in a jail cell in France. We are all in a jail cell in France, in France, in France.
All right, give it up for Joseph Leavell. Thank you, Joseph. That was fun.